that have perfume. So I'm going to ask someone, she asked a friend of hers, to come and read the receipt to see if they were legal. And then the friend came, looked at it and said, look here, he's preparing for you a big surprise. I'm going to give you the surprise now. These are not receipts at all. They are love letters that his mistress, living far away in Chaclacayo, she writes to him when he is with you here. And then he gives the poems, the letters for you to keep. And then she was furious. And she said, my husband is coming back the day after tomorrow. Now, how can I receive that man? He has been betraying me for so long. What can I do? I said, madam, I don't know. I have no experience in those kind of things. But what we can do is to prepare a play, and then we ask the audience what you should do. And she says, can we prepare a play? Yes, tell her the story. And she told more details of the story. And the next day I went to rehearse the story, because we rehearsed the story in the afternoon, and at the evening we performed. Every day a different story. And then I asked the actors, I started rehearsing, and then she appeared and said, can I watch? And then I did not like the idea, because to see her seeing my rehearsal, I preferred not, but I committed the first mistake, and I said, yes, you can come. And then she came. She came, and the first thing that she did was to look at the actor and say, who is that actor? Who is that man? And I said, that man is your husband, is the actor, the best actor of the company, and he's performing the role of your husband. And then she started laughing and laughing and laughing. And he said, do you believe that I would marry a man like that? Never in my life. I don't want him to play my husband. No, I want that one. And she picked up another one. I said, man, I am the director, so I choose my actors. And she said, yes, but that's my life. I choose my husband. Okay. So I said, well, so who do you want? And she said, I want that one. So that one came on stage. I said, well, it's not normal. And then she said, and that woman here, what's she doing here? And she said, she's playing you. She is you. And she said, no, I don't want that one. I want the other one. And then I was such in a rage against her. And then I said, well, okay, I'm going to do something. I said, if you don't like the way I'm doing things, why don't you yourself direct your play? My idea was that she was not a director. She did not have the ability that I had, and I suppose she had not the talent that I had either. And I said, the actors are going to invite me back. Let them have the experience of a bad director. Maybe she was a bad director, but she was a woman that was enraged against her husband. And then she started directing wonderfully, and the actors loved her. And I was like in the corner, look at her, I'm going to strangle you one day. Now I understand why your husband left you. I was furious. I would say anything. And then she was very happy. And then I called her and said, but look, tonight, because it was tonight, I am the facilitator, and please don't ask me to take my place, because I'm not going to allow you to take my place. I said, no, I want to look at yours. Okay. And the night the audience came, I asked her to sit down here in the right, looked at the audience, and then I addressed the audience and I said, we have been talking about very political themes, but today we are going to talk about the story of that woman who is here. Because, and then I over-dramatized it. I said, this woman here, she has suffered so much because her husband, as you are going to see, mistreated her. We are in 20th century, and still there are husbands like her. I did a discourse, a speech, I don't know what I did, but I know that it was superlative. And then I say, we are going to do the play, and you are going to be giving ideas. And then everyone was very much excited because they were seeing a woman, and then the play was running like she had directed. The friend reading the receipt, and the husband knocking at the door. When the husband, the actor, knocked at the door, I said, stop. And then I addressed the audience and said, what you are seeing here today is, of course, it's a representation. But the husband is there, the woman is here, but tomorrow that woman is receiving her real husband. Now, what do you believe she shall do tomorrow? And then everyone was excited, and they said, get together in small groups and decide what you want us to try. And then, after 2 minutes more or less, I said, you have suggestions? And many said, yes, we have suggestions. I said, okay, what's the first suggestion? And one woman raised there and said, well, in my group here, we decide that you should try this. She must let the husband in, and then she has to cry. But she has to cry, really cry very, very much. And then he's going to feel guilty, and then she forgives him. I said, okay, if that's your idea, I will do that. Let's do that. And I told the actress, you know how to cry? She said, yes, I know how to cry because my husband told, don't talk about that. I know how to cry. I said, go ahead. And then she started crying. And then finally I said, the husband said, no, I love you. Her for some things that I forgot. I don't remember her face. I love you. I said, okay. And then I'm going to forgive you, said the woman. And the husband said, okay, if you forgive me, you go to the kitchen and bring my dinner because I'm hungry. I'm really hungry. And then she went to the kitchen to bring the dinner. And then I asked the audience, I said, okay, is that the solution that you are recommending for that woman? And all the women raised and said, no. And I said, okay, then what is the solution you prefer? And someone said, in our group we decided that she should not lock him out and abandon him. We tried the solution, and then the husband said, he was a very nice actor, the husband said, okay, if you don't want me back, I go back to my mistress, I love her much more than I love you, and the woman here in Peru, even if she has sent her husband away, if she's alone, all men think that they can go to bed with her, and it's dangerous for you, goodbye. And then I asked the audience, is there a good solution? And they said, no, that's not a good solution. So I said, then what? Someone else said, she should let him in and go away to her mother's house. We tried that, but the husband said again, okay, well, you go to your mother's house, I'm going to bring my mistress here because I love her more than I love you, but I love your house more than I love hers. So it's perfect for me. And then I asked again, is that right? And then I felt that the woman was a little bit dissatisfied with the solution, and I myself was also. And then I became nervous. I said, someone has to give a good solution. And I looked, and then I looked at my left, more or less the fourth or fifth row. There was a woman there. It was a very big woman. She was not fat. She was big, a woman that sits like that, and she cannot cross her legs because one leg does not go over the other one. You know those fighters of sumo, the Japanese. She looked like that, she walked like that, and she was looking at me, being rage against me. So I was afraid because she was much stronger than I. And then I am very for peace. And then I went to her and said, Madam, I believe that you have an idea. If you have an idea, you tell us, and we are going to try your idea. And she said, yes, I have an idea. Oh, come. We are going to try your idea. Don't worry. And she said, yeah, my idea is very clear, very simple. What she has to do is to let him in, have a very clear conversation with him, and then she forgives him. And then I was disappointed because I expected something much more violent, and that's a bomb to put fire in the house, something like that. But it was not. It was very, very... And I said, okay, is that what you want? Then I asked the actress, I said, you go there, try to have a very clear conversation with him, and then you forgive him. So the actress came once again and said, look here, I know everything about you, I know what you have been doing, so let's have a very clear conversation. You are a traitor, you mistreat me, clearly, you know that you should not have done that to me. I'm very clearly a very good spouse, a very good woman for you. Clearly I do this.